Hey, my legion, how y'all doing? I have a brand new look. I thought I'd share it with you. On the count of three. One, two, three. Uh-oh. Ow. What profile picture does this remind you of? Don't get chipped. Hey, I'm here to do a review of a movie that Cat W Magic sent me for my birthday. She just sent me a PM, and we were talking about this movie on the first Google chat we did. It's called Going Down the Road, and she sent me a copy. I just saw it. I loved it. And the weird thing is, SCTV made it famous because they did something a long time ago on the air called the Canadian Show, and this is like a two-part movie that was in the hour and a half episode. And the crazy thing was, I didn't know what the heck it was supposed to be about when I originally saw it, and it wasn't until 2006, 2007, whenever the Dollar General, they had a whole bunch of these. They had SCTV. This is volume 2. This is in the episode it's on, but this the episode has Wendy O. Williams on it, and they had 4 of them. And it was a complete season. It was Network 90, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4, and they're all $10 a piece. And I got it, and I was watching it, and I found out that they had audio commentary for the Canadian show that they did. And that famous spoof was based on a real movie. And they showed like a clip from it and stuff like that. And I remember I looked at the Leonard Maltin book I have that's since fallen apart. And they gave it 3.5 stars. And he said that was the really first movie done by before there was a Canadian Film Commission. And it's kind of like an underground, film, but a low-budget film. And he gave it 3.5 stars. And he said that film gave Hollywood a run for its money. And like I said, I didn't see it. I didn't see it till much later, till tonight. And that was, and apparently Diane found it and sent it to me. And she says, my birthday present, so I thank you very much. And she sent a couple small other clips from some other shows. So here's my review of Going Down the Road. Well, first of all, it's about like these two guys, Pete and Joey, that look a lot like the John Candy and Joe Flaherty characters in Spoof that SCTV did. And they're from, I think, Nova Scotia, and they're going to find a better way of life, better jobs. But they had like a bunch of like labor-intensive jobs, and they go forward to all this other place, and they have nothing but bad luck. Pretty much, they had a little good luck, but mostly bad luck. And they meet some women, and he falls in love with this one woman, and he gets her pregnant. Joey does, and that woman is also in the SCTV skit, which is pretty cool. And they're not like the most model employees that you'll ever find, because they had them towards. Well, I'm not giving away anything, but they show them as delivering newspapers as a job, and then they go to a bridge and they throw all the newspapers off the bridge. That's not. I don't think they'll be. They're going to be having that job too long. That's pretty bad. But I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think I still have a little congestion. I'm starting to get over my cold, but I still have a little congestion. I mean, I really enjoyed it, and it's really a very entertaining movie, and it brings me back to Canadian TV, which actually is what Diane and I first started talking about. But I remember growing up watching Canadian TV when we had the rabbit eaters and stuff like that. And it's back to the laid-back look of the Canadian TV. It has a little more downbeat towards the end, but it's a great movie. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, when I was talking about Canadian TV, the very last thing I saw on Canadian TV was back in '87, like 2 days before I went in the Army. So I haven't seen Canadian TV in a while. Was on CTV, they used to have a movie. They had Rock and Roll High School, which was really good also. So, like I said, I highly recommend Going Down the Road. Now, I'm going to review, I haven't seen them yet. There's 2 other movies I found out. She was telling me that they made, like 40 years later, they did something called Going Down the Road Again, 2011. She said it's not as good, but I want to review it anyway. I'll check it out and review it anyway. And also, on the Canadian episode of SCTV, they made a small spoof, just like they did like a commercial thing of something called the Rowdyman. And there's actually a movie called The Rowdyman. I want to check that out too. I mean, I'll probably do those reviews. I'll probably just lump them all together into one main review, which would be like Going Down the Road review. So I give Going Down the Road like 4 stars. Awesome movie. I hope you all check it out. I think you all like it. So, till next time. Well, here comes the next review. Hey, I'm back. I just checked out Down the Road again, and like, I mean, I agree with Diane. She said it's not as good as the first one, and it's not. But I'm glad I saw it. And basically, it's completely different from the first one. In this one, that Joey passed away. Well, he passed away in real life in 2003, and this movie was made in 2011. You know, he's saying his dying wishes to his friend Pete, and you know, and then to scatter his ashes and try to make amends with pregnant wife he left. Oh, pregnant wife he left. And the weird thing is, the 2 main female characters from the first movie are in the movie, but not that much. And it's just, it tries to be a little more just sentimental and cutesy and stuff like that, and it doesn't work. I mean, the first one was awesome, and there's lots of good stuff happening. And the first one was a little more grittier and cutting edge and stuff like that for back then. And the first one was excellent. This one, they tried, but it just doesn't work. Like, I left a comment for the guy uploading, and I said, a nice try, but not as good as the original, but thank you very much for uploading it. I'm glad I saw it. And, like I said, I'd give this maybe a very mild 2 stars, and the other one was a full 4 stars. And like I said, if you see the original, which is the one to see, you might want to see this one. Just, I don't know, you might like the second one, but the first one is by far better. So I'm coming back to do a review of the Rowdyman. Here we go. Anyway, hey, I'm back. I just saw the Rowdyman, and it was pretty good. I liked it, and like I said, they made on the Canadian show, they made like a small minute-long spoof on Saturday Night Live with John. I mean, not Saturday Night, SCTV with John Candy. I got a Clover Valley Diet Cola, 0 calories. And what this movie's about, it stars Gordon Pinso, who's who stars as Rowdyman, and he's most famous for playing Hap Shaughnessy on Red Green Show, and also he was in that show on CBS that lasted 2 years, I think. It was either called Due North or Due South, I can't remember, about the mounted police. That was a good show too. And also he was a cop in the classic horror, classic black horror film Blackula, which is really good too. And basically, he's a hedonist, and that's someone who likes to, no matter what, have a good time, even at the cost of other people. And this guy's nuts. It basically is about that. And then, there's a couple, he has a best friend, and he has this old guy that he sees at the nursing home and stuff like that. But basically, all the bad things that he does end up catching up with him. And I don't want to give away the ending, but it was a very entertaining movie. I liked it. It's not as good as Going Down the Road. Going Down the Road is awesome. That was 4 stars, and then this one is, I would say, it's pretty good. I give it 3 stars. And like I said, the sequel was only 2 stars. It was only okay. But I mean, I highly recommend the Rowdyman. It was a lot of fun though, and silly in its own way. It was a lot stranger than the other. It was kind of a strange concept for a movie in its own way too. But I enjoyed it, and I thought at least I made a snack from last night. It's yams. I smashed them up. I mixed them up with some peas. It kind of looks like baby food. This is what is it? Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm probably gonna eat this and check out this part of the video. Edit the video again, and I'm gonna go to sleep. I was up all night watching it. But I mean, I have today off, so that's good. Around 2 o'clock, I'm gonna start grocery shopping, and I might have a couple more reviews coming up. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you, Diane, for letting me know, for sending to me Going Down the Road and those couple other video clips of my birthday. That was very kind of you. And you know, you're awesome. You know that. So until next time, take care, Malika.